And my name is Judy Merona. This is a time when I get to bring to you a famous person and you get to know about this person. We discuss more about what is happening in and around the country. And today I have an amazing person on set. He's a songwriter and he has done quite a lot of things for the art industry. He'll be explaining that to us. You're welcome to the show, John K.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about yourself.
To all the viewers, I am really, really very humbled to be here. My name is John K. John Kateriga.
Neri likola
But
sente.
then popularly known as John K. Yeah, the writer. I happen to be the president of the Uganda Songwriters Association. I do a lot of things in the arts industry. I am a vocal teacher. But at the same time, I sit on boards that administrate over arts. I sit on the board of the National Culture Forum. I sit on the board of Uganda Reproduction Rights Organization. Yeah, that's the CMO that deals with the royalties of authors. Yeah, and a number of other sects in the industry.
So, as of now, we are meeting the songwriter, a person who has impacted on the music industry. And there's a lot he has done. You talked about writing music. Which music have you written and which schools have you done vocal training for?
I guess it's a
If you don't
number of schools I've been to, for example, Nabisunsa Girls, Gayaza, Kasubi Secondary, Old Kampala SS, Mengo SS. I mentioned but a few, there are really many. Then, of course, for the music, I guess I've written for over 80%
Of the musicians.
Of all the female musicians, I would say in brackets. Yeah, because
If you don't mind, you can give us those few names that we can really know.
okay, I think I've written from the range of Mariam Dagide.
Really?
Yeah, from Mariam Dagide, Maureen Nantume, Irene Nambidu, Rema Namakula, to the currents who are Chosen Becky. I guess so many people know me because of the songs I have written for Chosen.
Chosen. I mean, you're the one behind the song Let It Rain.
Yeah, Let It Rain, Tochu, Kane Simye, there are particularly so many songs.
All right.
Karo Nantongo. So it's been a range of all the female artists.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I have, yeah.
Do you mind taking us through your educational background?
Yeah, I am a professional in the field of human resource. Yeah, I am. I did my bachelor's degree at Makerere University in industrial and organizational psychology. Apparently, I I am doing law.
Don't laugh, please.
No, someone will be very
Surprised,
surprised.
yes.
Why? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am doing law. I am a law student, and a number of other education certificates and profiles. I am a student of corporate governance. Yeah, that is something I have done. Yeah, basically that is it. Human resource management
Yeah.
helps me with administrative skills. I am administering over different institutions. For example, I am a board member at the National Culture Forum.
Okay.
You understand? I'm a board member at the Uganda Reproduction Rights Organization. But at the same time, I am an artist manager. Yeah. I do artist management and then still business management at Extra Nation. I am the managing director there. So basically, I am practicing.
I was wondering how you jetted into music and tried to do songwriting. Was it just passion?
It so happens that way back when I was still a young boy, I loved so much on poetry. So I used to do a lot of poetry and debating in school. That's at Good Times, primary school. Now, while I was at school, I did not have the musical passion with me then, but when I joined church, I found one of the most prolific songwriters that we have in this country, that is Council Silver Chagulanyi. I found him at church one day and he was ministering. Something that really triggered me. I really fell in love with the art of songwriting. So I reached out to him. I told him, you know what, I really want to be like you. Silver told me, no, you can never be like me. Something that really, really intrigued me into knowing why. So when I told him, when he told me that I could never be like him, so he concluded the statement with, you can never be like me, but make sure that you be you.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is one thing that made me have the step to run to be me. So as we speak today, he's the patron of the Uganda Songwriters Association, but I am the president of the Uganda
Wow.
Songwriters Association.
That's very amazing.
So as he led me through, I believe so many people would want to, they always want to be like someone. But we get to realize that we have characters, we have traits that are different and unique. So we only have to be, yes, I can copy from you, I can like something from you, but then I should do it my way.
Okay.
Yeah, so diving into songwriting was after I fell in love with the art of poetry. I realized that whatever I write in poetry, poetry has rhymes, patterns, you know, so everything that is written in a song is written in a poem.
Okay.
The difference is there are no melodies with
Okay.
the poems. So I realized that these are words that I could take on.
Okay.
Sure.
Tell me how you have impacted this music industry positively.
I guess one of those particular milestones I really celebrate is I have seen so many talents that have gone through my hands. I in 2000, around 2000 and 2011, 12, 13, I met a young girl in one of the auditions in my career. I met a young girl called Spice Diana. Then she wasn't Spice Diana. She was Hajar
Yeah.
Namukwaya.
Namukwaya.
Yeah, so I meet her. Then I take her on in terms of voice training, mentoring her into the industry. But I am very glad today to see her blossom.
Striving,
You
yeah.
know? I met another talent called Lydia Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, Jasmine. I trained her. I wrote her first song.
Which one is that?
That is a song you cannot even recall.
Oh.
It is one of those songs, but it was whenever he's away. Yeah, she sang the song. Then later on, of course, I wrote her another song. Is it Ojakunzit or something?
But I believe you were both young.
No, we were very, very young, of course.
Yeah.
So I've seen so many talents. The Karen Nantongos. The first time Chosen Becky is brought into town, she was first brought into my hands. In fact, I wrote a number of songs. So seeing all these talents today at the front line, yeah, because we see now a person like Lydia, she has just concluded her concert,
And it was
which
successful.
did really so well. Chosen Becky,
She made you proud.
yeah, she really made me proud. Chosen Becky is topping charts. You see Carol Nantongo with a forthcoming event on 6th December at Africana. I'm really very happy. Spice is celebrating 10 years, yeah, in January. So when I look at that, it is something that I really, I'm really proud of.
Yeah, that's amazing. What makes your job difficult?
A lot, but then I'll bring out something very, very important and pivotal: copyright.
Tell us about it.
Now, copyright, we realize that uh, as songwriters, we write songs, but the remuneration, yeah, what we get out of the songs is not fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? You realize that someone will come to you, I want this song. You write the song. Many times people say, I have given you money. Yeah, for example, 1,000,000 shillings. It's money, indeed. But you realize that someone will work out millions out of this song.
Out of the song.
Yeah, but you have no any additions. And yet you realize that if copyright is in place, it is in place, of course, but not enforced. For example, a CMO that is supposed to collect on our behalf, I guess somewhere, somehow, they're trying to put it in line. Yeah, one of these days I'm really happy with whatever is going on with UPRS. A lot is being aligned.
Okay.
But then way back, you realize that you cannot get anything out of your pieces. But if this is aligned, if the enforcement is put in place, you'd realize that when I write a song, it doesn't need me to write more than 5 songs in a year.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I write 3 songs and these songs are able,
doing well.
Yeah, they are doing well. That is, So the biggest challenge is copyright.
Which mistakes do you think you've encountered while doing your job?
The number of mistakes, because we are.
And you've realized.
Yes.
It's making a mistake and you don't realize.
No, I particularly, I've realized so many mistakes that I've made as a person. For example, the first mistake is trying to create music for the prevailing market. It's a mistake.
How does it become a mistake? Because the market is already there.
Now,
yeah.
Always, like I told you in the beginning, people are unique in a way. The first law of psychology states all people are different. You understand? Now, the prevailing market may be market that calls for music. Omanyikatinga, you talked about the bubblegum music that was off record, but you realize that it's something that it's a trend. You understand? So you would want also to fit into the trend.
Yeah.
And yet there is a part of you that is very unique. You understand? So
you wouldn't love to tap there.
To tap there, So particularly, I, for one, I'm this person that loves rhythms and blues. Yeah.
You like me?
Yeah, I really, really love rhythms and blues. But you realize that today, every song that comes about, it is a high BPM song. You understand? A BPM will be the tempo.
Because that's what the market consumes.
That's what the market consumes. So the mistake will be you thinking that the market, that the market only consumes that kind of what? That kind of music.
Yes.
And yet you realize that these are the same people that when the Boys to Men were here,
they're the ones vibing.
They're the ones vibing onto the songs. So it's kind of a mistake for you to think that it is the people only love that the Chidandari. Tap into your potential. Tap into your uniqueness.
Do good.
Many people are going to. Now, for example, a song like Let It Rain. It was a song that someone did not think
kind of
laid
back.
It's kind of laid back in terms of even the artist herself. Chosen Becky asked me, John, how are we going to do this? This song is a very slow song. On top of that, it's got English into its what? Into its chorus. Then I told
it was
Becky,
urban.
I told Becky, this is the thing. We always need to tap into, being successful will only take you to take in pressures that nobody else can take.
Exactly. Those are the risks.
Yeah, to make the risks. So one of the biggest mistakes we are doing as Ugandan songwriters is thinking that we should only create for market that prevails.
What is trending?
But what we should do is always creating markets
Exactly.
a new sound for the market.
Okay.
Yes.
That pushes me to our topic of discussion today. I've seen there's a song that has been trending called Lutusuta.
Lukusut.
Lukusuta.
But the
sorry about
streams of
sorry about my pronunciation. Lukusuta. I've seen those songs being that song being played in the bar, and you find drunkards crying on it because it kind of touch their emotions. It's a good song. So is it what they call good music? So my topic of discussion is there anxiety for good music from people who we think want uh, bubblegum music? Because as we look at trends, such music has been on trend. Their music, the kind of music. So right now, accidentally, we see a song coming from school choir, trending like nothing. Is there anxiety for good music in audience?
oh,
Are
th-
they switching now? Are our consumers switching and yearning for good music
wow.
compared to the music that has been in circulation?
Thank you very much. I guess this is something I've really been trying to talk about just in a few minutes back. Creating music for market for the prevailing markets. You know, we have seen a number of schools that have tried to go for high BPM songs. They do the dancing and whatsoever, but we realize that someone says no. I guess we can do something else. You know, for you to be a master in what you are doing, you only have to be a star of your art. For
Okay.
you to be a star, you need to be a master of your art. Yeah, that nothing before and nothing after,
After.
but everything in the making.
Okay.
You understand? So, one, I really want to thank and congratulate the Streams of Life Choir and their songwriter. I really hold him with very, very high regard. That guy is called Magezi. Thank you for doing a very,
He's the
very
one behind that song,
yeah,
Lutusuta.
yes, and so many other songs of that choir. You realize that they have a trend of songs. For example, apparently there is a song that is trending called Yegwe Katonda
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Pastor Wilson Bugembe.
I've heard about it as
There
well.
is another called Omubiri Guno. So they have had a number
And
of
they are into gospel.
gospel music.
You can imagine, as people were trying to, tell us how gospel music has drowned.
Uh-huh.
We no longer have
So
gospel
we see
music.
someone that is trying different markets.
It's a risk because
It's a risk,
exactly.
but we see people. We see this choir thriving. So now let us try to revisit our history. We realized that there was a paradigm shift, yeah, from informative music to
Chidandari.
entertainment music. Why? Because we have always allowed to be colonized,
Okay.
sound-wise. We realize that all the mainstream artists, all the music on the mainstream, yeah, with research, check them out. They have songs with imported beats.
Okay.
They have songs that are trying a particular trend of genre of music. You remember in the early 2000s, we get to see a number of artists take on the Jamaican feel.
Yes.
You understand? The Shanks VVDs, the Metron Kruno, Metron Sama, so many, Jaja Ragadi, yeah, they take on the sound. Then in the same 2000s, we get to see people like Jose Chameleon, people like the Afrigo band, people like all these Nagamant, let me fuse, yeah. You remember Dr. Jose Chameleon coming with Mamma Mia,
Chipepeo.
Chipepeo, we have the Afrigo band with the popular songs like Jim, like. So what they did was not to sing what the Congolese were singing, but to fuse a little with the Ugandan sound to make
Their
music,
own.
to make their own, that would compete favorably with our Congo. That
Congolese
is where
music.
the saying says twago babachi
Abakongo.
Congo. So there was a bit of trying to do their thing but not their thing. You
Okay.
understand?
I
Now,
get.
but it so happens that nowadays you realize, someone says, now, what is the most trending music genre? I'm a piano. Yeah, you'll find artists, all of them trying to jump
Onto the
I'm a
sound.
piano.
Yes.
The sound, the I'm a piano sound. Someone asks, what is another trending genre? That is Afrobeats, and someone will want to jump onto the Afrobeats. So the mindset, the creativity and the open-mindedness with creativity no longer
Is
prevails.
killed. Yes.
It's killed. So in a way, you realize that it becomes hard for you to compete.
Okay.
You understand? But you realize that here, that kind of music shall do well. But this is music that does not go out.
Okay.
It's not competing on the what? On the market. So you realize that a very few people will be recognized internationally. Yeah? But that's not the thing. The thing is, tuchamukirira nnyo. Yeah? Tunyumirwa nnyo ebituchamukiriza. But the information, yeah, in these songs is very paramount. For example, a song like Lukusuta, it's well crafted for you to understand that even in the bad, you should literally see a good. You understand? That if the Lord has failed, no, I will not say has failed, but has not given you what you're praying for.
What you want.
Yes, there is a reason as to why He's not giving you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may want a car.
It restores hope.
You may not. You may want a car, but this car is the one that is going to kill you tomorrow. So the Lord doesn't give you the what? The car. You have to thank Him or
save
not.
your life.
You have to thank Him.
You
right?
have to thank Him,
so
of course.
what am I trying to say? There is no kind of music that cannot work well if not crafted.
Lyrics were well thought of.
Well thought of. So
very nice lyrics.
the question should not be about the anxiety. The question should be, do we see more artists getting more intentional, yeah, with making well-crafted and well-thoughtful messages?
Messages, yeah.
You know?
They no longer give us message.
Yes, so the question should be around there, that should we sit down and create more other than being just freestyle writers?
Okay.
Because a freestyle writer will look at what is making them happy and, hyped. That's the kind of music
Puts
they will
them
make.
in vibe.
Vibe. But here is the thing. You realize that with this example of the Lukusuta song, these are songs that are really well thought of. That means it takes us back to class. Now that we have a country full of a lot that is not doing well, I
People are
guess
stressed.
I guess
They
we
are
need
struggling.
yes, we need to retake our positions as social responsibility as artists to actually speak for one, the voices of the people, or speak into their lives to know how best they can combat, they can fight, they can, everything. So this is a time you realize that we have a lot of what is going on that is not right. So should we as artists continue making them dance? Or we need to look into that. We need to be a solution to what is prevailing. So that's the question. Yeah, and my appeal to all artists, the artist fraternity, I guess this is now the time that we should take our social responsibility of being that voice of the people, of being people that are going to guide, the society.
Exactly.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the society looks at you as a model. Yeah.
But what do you give them?
Just imagine a generation full of. We have 70% of the youths in the population. Yeah, the population of how many millions now? Is it 48 or 50?
Around.
According to the most current census. So you realize that if we have 70% youths, yeah, and these are people that you influence. Let me ask, how are you influencing? Are we influencing them for the good or for the bad? Yeah, you will find someone nine gali, ichi. A gali, okay, that is supposed to be something that is helping you, or that is helping many people to learn from you.
Okay.
Yeah, to learn from you and go and impact others. A gali is literally translated as disciples. Disciples will only carry what you teach them. Yeah, they will only represent what you teach them.
They are a replica.
They are a replica
of your behavior.
So, how I pray that it's now that we realize there is a lot of magnet and attraction that we have as artists. So, wobo yimba ebiwemula.
That indecent music.
That
really.
Indecent music. How are you influencing
the society?
The society for people that believe in you. And there is this tendency that has come. Mainstream media is versing social media.
Social media.
And social media is really taking over, and it's very uncensored.
With very fake news.
You know, and it is what that is influencing the mainstream media today. You'll find a TV personality. I am sorry. But I cannot use you as an example.
It's okay.
But you find a TV media personality with full of experience taking the social media stories, yeah, as the feed for his show.
Can you imagine?
You can imagine. We all know this is something that is not censored too. You cannot dig to the bottom, you know. And people have opinions. People on the social media have opinion. They will always.
And they don't care.
They don't care, you know.
Because it's their opinion, of course.
But when you sit on TV, we believe you are a microphone that people listen to.
And you're different.
So I pray that the medias can revise their sources of information. Not from social media.
That's why you're supposed to go. If you it can be used as a source. This is how it can be used
as a source.
It can be used as a source. You've seen a story, but as mainstream media, what have you done to dig deeper into that story to know whether it's true or not?
Yes.
If John K has been talked about on social media, you look for John K mainstream media. What you're going to do, carry on the story. Don't leave it. Look for John K and then go carry out an interview to find out whether what they've spoken about him is true or not. That's why we need to be out there in the field, to dig these stories based on true information.
Because whatever you're bringing on table, whatever you're bringing on the media, it should be empirical truth.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. You don't just wake up and be like, hey, Bagambi. You know, It's funny because it's what the people take. There are many people that are not on social media.
Yeah.
So when you bring that kind of news,
that's what they are going to consume. Well, thank you so much, John K. It's because of time that I have to cut you short. There's quite very much information that we need to get from you, but probably I'll bring you back next time. But thank you so much for sparing time and come and give us those thoughtful words. We are very grateful.
I am really very humbled, and thank you very much for thinking about me, to call me. Yeah, I am. And to all the viewers, I guess this is something that we've been talking about, that people think the audiences are the ones that predetermine, the kind of music that should be listened to. But it's a wrong mindset.
I know.
When you're the cook, it is important that you cook what you're going to give to the people well. Yeah. So it comes back to the artists, that the artists need to take their positions. They need to understand that they are that they are the cook that should prepare something to give to the public. Not Savior Mbusmanyi Babiwulira. No, they will listen to everything. And today listening to Lukusuta.
Lukusuta, very beautiful song.
Listen.
Gospel
they will
song.
listen. So I actually appeal to the artists. Please try to have sanity. This country, it has a motto for God and
my country.
So it is about God first.
Yes.
Yeah? Look into yourself. Try to look into messages that you're singing. Read. Do they represent the country?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, John K. John K has written music for almost 80% of Ugandan artists. He has also worked with the gospel artists. Mulenzi mukristaayo musabi nnyo nga bw'okiwulira. He has written music for gospel artists, and he also writes and trains vocals for schools. If you have a school out there and you're looking for a vocal trainer, he's good in that. He can also write good music. Quote me well. So that has been John K, the writer. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing segment, the Treasure Talk. I hope you've taken these words treasurable, I think, and they can impact something in you. My name is Judy Merona. Catch you again next time. May God bless you.